So this is what we're doing today. We got the Suncast Vista 7-foot by 7-foot storage shed. We got to get stuff out of the garage and get the pool put away. So we got the pool all covered up and winterized. Now we're ready to put the pump and everything away. We got some storage shelves, but this is where we're at today. I built a little platform out of 2x6s and leveled it off to where the center support is right at the ground. I'm going to clear it just a little bit and put a couple pavers under the center, but dug it down about, I think we're at like 16 inches or so. Flattened the bottoms out, closed cell foamed it, locked everything, leveled it all, leveled the 4x4 posts, kind of. And then this is that, what do they call it? The Pro Wood, pressure treated outdoor wood. And yeah, we're gonna work on it little by little and get it all together today. Let everything set up and kind of make this old home our home. Well, it's been a few hours. The platform is set up. Everything's nice and firm. I'm kind of liking what we got going on so far. I think this is going to be the right gap in from the house. I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So now we got the doors out, the glass run, and then it's got like a 3M rubber piece that goes around that channel, and then you take those chrome, there's a bunch of chrome, they're all the same size, there's 2 bags, and you screw them all into the plastic, and then there's 9 screws with a Phillip. Hey, knock it off. And you put your hinges on the top and bottom of the doors next. Then you're going to open a long box and all these pieces of metal are going to come out of there, and there's 2 channels that are identical. They got 6 holes in them. And it's that same bulk pack of end screws that 6 in there, and then there's 6 in the other one over there that go in. You got to screw both of them down. And then there are these top braces. I think I said that already, I don't know, but and then one is a little bit wider. This is the one for the front header. Then you got to put this contraption together here. So you got to run these. It's got this one little anchor point on the end. There's a bolt kit with 4 long bolts, and then there's 2 smaller bolts and nuts. That's how you know you got the right kit. But those cross braces go, and they need to be facing. The words need to say up. They're barely engraved in there enough to see them. Yep, and then you screw them together. And then after you get done with that,
so I screw it down like that
through the bottom. It says after you get done with that, then you take your housings and you take your NN, those chrome stainless steel screws, and go through, fasten it together. Then it says once you get your caps screwed down, go ahead and run that rubber seal around it and trim it up. And then on sections M, section M, if you look right there, section M, mount it to the top with the same NN stainless steel bolts that you've been doing. And then when you get done with those 2 sides, it says go to L and do your flat panels with your seal around it on the L. Left roof, right roof, left roof. We put these corners in here, but I found it easiest to open the door up all the way and slide the front left corner in and lock it and kind of keep it tilted back a hair. Swing the end around and then drop it in. And then it says you can go ahead and start putting your panels in and building your centerpieces now, and then locking them together with these plastic things. And then it ends up looking something like this. Once you slide all your walls and stuff in, you make sure all your arrows, they say up. It says back left corner. That one says back right corner. These say back panel middle. So just follow your directions here. And then when you're done with that, they want you to start sliding in this peak, the upper part peak of the roof. So you slide this like bracing down the center. There's these tabs that you built earlier. And then you match the top holes up. But you want somebody in here sliding it down with you at the same time. There's only 2 holes here and 2 holes here. Then you got this bigger, fatter C-channel brace that goes through here, and there's a bolt kit with 2 long bolts and lock or roll or nylock nuts. They go in each end up to the top of the gable, and then in the center it's one of those stainless steel little Phillips screws. They go through the center. That come down same ones that you're using on the side. And then you got to put these little braces right here. These little braces got to go from that hole there up to this hole up here with the same NN stainless screws. Well, the roof is on. We used these black screws with the seals. If I can, around the areas where they attached, where they come together. That's the only areas they want you to use them. And then we started, you slide these flat panels on here first, because that gable peak, whatever gets attached to these on the right side if you're looking at it. These over here with the flatter looking skylights, they get snapped in first. They're kind of tricky to get snapped in. And then we snapped in the other one here, and then there's a little tongue and groove type channel on the outside that has to get latched in, so make sure you line that up. Then once you're done there, you can go ahead and screw all that side down. Get everything anchored down all the way across the top. You can go ahead and run your NN stainless steel screws down the center and leave it alone. Then come in here and get your back one snapped in. Or get it put up in there and run over. And then once you get the corners over there snapped in, what you'll do is you'll start with these screws here with the little seals. These little black Phillips coarse screws with the washers with the seals on it. Go ahead and get them ran, and then you'll run your screws down the center. No, I take that back. Don't run the screws down the center, and don't fasten that together right there before you put your front part in. I forgot, the front part's got to go in first, because there's a little tongue on this side that kind of flips up, and this part on this side kind of flips down, and they got to snap together here in the center. So get that part put on and snapped in on the end, and then get this part put on and snapped in on the end, and get your little grooves hooked together, and then start screwing everything in all the way across. And then you're left with just your doors at the end of all that. So we're gonna go ahead and get these doors put on real quick. Then we had to come in and put these metal braces. They there's an L shape in the end of the gable. I think I'm calling it the right name. And then you got to pull one of the stainless in each section and screw them across. Screw them across, and then do that all the way. Get your roof support in. Now you put your doors on. Well, we got our hinges put on the doors. They kind of just slide up and on it, and then you bolt them on there, and then they just pivot. And there's also some hardware. It started raining here in the last like 20 minutes. There's also some hardware that's bolt through. Everything's 11 mil or 7/16, whatever you want. Make sure whenever you pulling your panels out of the boxes and stuff, all the molding where the holes and stuff go, because they're all plugged. You got to clean them out. I put my screens there's like these little screen mesh things that go over the ends, the eaves. So I put those in there. And now what I'm ready to do is go ahead and center this thing up real quick. And then there's spots where you can put screws and anchor this down to the wood permanently. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and then I'm done. Alright, I've got it locked in exactly where I want it. Now, let's close this door. Come on. Ooh, this thing is stuck. Sucker. What the heck? Alright, now that I got it free, I'm going to go ahead and push it up and turn it in. It tensions right here. The flat spot is what releases the pressure. The round parts push up against it so it can't open. Same thing over here. Down. It's real tight right now. You gotta pull really hard. Like that. Let it down and it slip. Now that door's nice and locked in. I'll go out here and get this all closed up. And there you are. Ta-da! Yeah. It's actually really nice. It's a really nice unit. Quite big for what it is. You're gonna spend about $900 to probably $1,100 on that unit. It's about $1,000. It's very, very well put together, and very easy to install. Just time consuming. Probably took 2 of us working together. And you know, I hate to say this, but it's nice when you have somebody that can lead and somebody that can follow. Whenever you have 2 bullheaded people like me and my old lady are sometimes, and we try to play lead role at the same time, it gets very frustrating. This time, she let me lead, and she followed. And probably 2.5 hours, we were done. 3 hours with, and that's putting the form and everything in. You know, digging the holes. I think I got them like I said, 16 inches down or so. And then leveling everything, closed cell foaming it, running my boards, and each corner has 3 heavy-duty exterior screws on one corner, and then 3 going back the other way. All the boards going through the center have 3 on each end. And then I made sure the way the ground was laid out, it was covering at least 75% of the ground support for the boards, so the wood doesn't really sag. It has constant support across 75% of it. And then I have 4 or 8 actual lag bolts, anchor bolts, that I'm actually going to run through there just for extra security. But right now, the way it sits, we were all in there. You know, my girlfriend, my daughter, me, the tools and stuff, the ladder, and that foundation was just rock solid. It's set up in probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours. The foam was completely dry. And then I went over there and rechecked the level and stuff, walked around in it, did some work, rechecked the level, and everything was just perfect. So I'm satisfied with it, and that's what I did today. Y'all be blessed. Take care. Thanks for watching. This is the Suncast 7x7 shed install, and yeah. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Be blessed. I just realized that after it's all said and done, that OSB board is actually flipped the wrong way. Joy, right? It says the strength axis is on the opposite side. No, wait a second. The strength axis is on the top side, and we use the top side in. If I'm correct, I don't know. The textured side, like the nice notched, gritty side, we put up. And then when it got wet, it looks like the bottom. Yeah, see here? See the print? See how it's etched here? And it said access side up, the other side down. I don't know. Maybe I got it right, maybe I didn't. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me on some of this shit here. Who knows? It's just to throw it together at home quick. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it'll work for now. I think that we're going to paint it. We're going to paint it some kind of brown color, or yeah, some kind of brown color to match the house. I guess that takes your press wood or your outside OSB board and makes it even strong, or makes it even more weatherproof or something. I'm sure you guys will correct me, but it's staying. It's done. Again, final. Be blessed. Love you all. Take care.